Hello everybody and welcome to VOD review number 8, Scrim versus the Spark, and let's get into it.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Strange tactic here. I'm not sure what kind of benefit that was for the Spark to set up a teleporter from spawn door up to like here and then go across, but it seems like they wasted a little bit of time doing that. But then again, they're going to keep with the teleporter strat, the Symmetra and the May, to try and teleport, say, from here and then go over to here and then try and wall the team off, divide and conquer strat. I've also seen teleporters work from this room and then go to like this corner here and then attempt to wall off. So of course something that you need to be mindful of. I would recommend seeing the Symmetra there to pull back to the point itself, and then you can use the payload to go around and use that as cover, because either they're going to be able to teleport here or they're going to teleport here. So that means that you'd be able to use that payload as an LOS point. They won't be able to teleport up to that high ground balcony above the point because that's too far away. So you should be safe if you back up to the actual point itself on this area, pretty much right where Stolen is standing. That means that you'd be safe from being cut off by the teleporter strat. Yeah, see, the wall didn't really do much there, but just because a couple of your group members were caught out, that allowed them to make a very, very aggressive push in here. So we'll see how this goes.
Get into position.
Good barrier on Waffle, good barrier on yourself. And Twistix is in there to stall. Again, that's tough being caught off guard and being down 2 players, but you do what you can to stall out and try and get some kills.
This is strength.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Yes, so the immediate teleport up to high ground from down below, going up here, and then their entire team can join up here, go across the bridge, and then drop down onto you to flank from the rear. So that'd be a, as soon as you see the teleporter up there, you can call to reverse out and then regroup this direction toward your spawn, because Twisted and Waffle are still trying to get back. So for them, I would recommend not going through the castle, and you can come back, just charge straight across bridge, and then you'll be back towards the rest of your team. But all importantly, to get out of there, out of the harm's way, into the sight lines of the enemy team and out towards that bridge area, and then that way you'll have a fighting chance to regroup and then go back in as 6. Yeah, like Waffle, like don't engage them up here like alone with either alone or just with the Lucio support, because they're going to overwhelm you, freeze you with the May, and then fry you with the Symmetra. So I just recommend you going across the bridge and then come back here towards the low ground, because the rest of your team can't join you on the high ground at this point. Like, yeah, here's the thing. They used May walls, so you don't have to worry about the teleporter now. You can kill it if you want to, but they're probably not going to go back up there. They have turrets, what, here, here, and there, so if you can kill this turret first and then that turret's on the other side of the wall, that's fine. You can re-engage the Ryan Zarya here because they can't fully wall you off on the bridge underpass. Yeah, like right here, I believe your target priority stolen should be the Symmetra at this point because you could see her in the line of sight. I mean, that's fine that you're killing the Reinhardt. I just prefer that you would eliminate the Symmetra first, and then you can go on to the Zarya or put pressure onto the Mei down here because you'll be able to see that. And then that way, you will have a lot less spam damage coming your way. Getting rid of the sim, meaning that they won't have time to build up wall. They do have coalescence to push in with and possibly a shatter, but Waffle has the shatter. You have Dragon Strike, so you can Dragon Strike, shatter combo this. Yeah, let's replay this a little bit. Come back a couple seconds. Okay, you see the teleporter come up. You know that you won't be able to kill it in time. Your best course of action is just to abandon the high ground, drop down with the rest of your team, try to get a shatter in with Waffle, and Dragon Strike this corner here. That way, like, you know, don't worry about them getting up to the high ground. They can't really do that much unless they try and drop down and flank you. But then again, you actually have the advantage here because they're abandoning this area. At least half their team is. You could try and kill their tanks and their supports while I believe the Mei and the Sim teleported up. Oh no, it was the Zarya and the Moira. Okay. Well, regardless, you had a good opportunity right here. Yes, right here. To hold this corner down. And then they drop the teleporter here, try and get up to the high ground. You can jump off the high ground and Dragon Strike this area, and that'll force them to disperse or take the teleporter back up. So that'd be my suggestion here. Yeah, right here, because yeah, they're holding this area. So if we were right here, pushing forward into this corner, then we possibly kill the teleporter when half their team splits up here and then kill the 3 remaining members down near the payload. So you can let them split their team in half. It's a good sleep on Reinhardt, but unfortunately he was awoken instantly. That was a good counter shatter, but unfortunately we don't have a sound barrier yet to sustain, and we lost our Hanzo, so we won't be able to Dragon Strike that. Oh, you got moved off. Big nade.
I am at the top of
Nice boop, I saw that. Yeah, good kill on that Zarya, she was high energy. Good, you noticed the turret. That was a very important kill onto the Mei, keeping her staggered. She's down there, so she can't cut you off with the walls on either side, so you can regroup and then get out there. Why did they retreat? Oh, okay. Great kill onto the Reinhardt. So they were like ready to go on this one. Good, well, sound barrier to match sound barrier, and we are nearing the combo as well. I like the attempted boop there. Of course, teleporter behind, and now, let's see, sleep dart. Is it a sleep dart I see? Right there. Oh, that's an arrow. Great grab. Fortunately, that was a slightly downward angle because you were doing the Hanzo on high ground. Did he? Okay, he stepped up to contest. Oh, okay. Alright, so make sure in order to build synergy between your teammates that you say that you're going to grab this fight or whatever, and then that way Stolen's in a position where she can get a good solid Dragon Strike through, and that would have killed, what, 4 of their team plus taken out the Coalescence as well. So good grab, but make sure that you communicate that if you did or didn't. If you didn't, then make sure that everybody's on the same page for that and say, yes, we're going to grab Dragon Strike this coming fight or in 2 fights if we have Shatter or whatnot. So make sure that everybody knows what you're going to do. Regardless if they had sound barrier or not, you still would have been able to get a couple kills because added damage and then the hammer from Waffle. Yeah, see, Twisted, you just hit sound barrier a little bit too soon. That was the thing. Because then you didn't have a fresh one for their grab. Dying on payload, that's fine. Using your personal barrier, getting a little bit more charge.
Check this out.
What a contest.
Get into position.
The payload has reached the chamber.
I like the attempted stall there. Not a whole lot you could do about that because Dragon Strike into a wall and then the rest of the team being aggressive onto the outside corridor here. If you stepped into this, you'd be in their direct line of fire and get obliterated anyway, so that was just unfortunate. But we do have a nano for Waffle and a Riptire.
The payload is approaching its
damage.
This will only hurt.
Nice nade. Yeah, that's what I want to see there. I want to see more right clicks. Don't stop firing at them just to reload, but keep putting that pressure on, because when they're doing all that travel distance from here and then moving in through here, you have an opportunity to crack this Reinhardt shield. So keep putting pressure on there and don't stop shooting at it before they get to the engage, because it'll be whittled down quite a way. Great counter shutter. There wasn't anything you could do there about the sound barrier. I mean, it was a great sound barrier, but the dragon will eventually kill you if it's far enough back because of the distance that it has to travel through the grav when it's straight away. So you did everything you could. Now, at this point, I would suggest you Dragon Strike this, or more specifically, let's start from here and then take this angle right there and try and get like a kill on the Lucio or the Zarya.
I break
At least you attempted the tire. You won't be able to take it with you the next round. Alright. PharMercy on both teams. We've got almost mirror comps, just swapping the Sigma out with a Zarya here, but pretty close. Pretty close.
3, 2,
So let's see how that PharMercy battle goes.
attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Now your priority here should be to kill the other Pharah, because you have a Mercy tethered to you. So that's your primary kill, and then your secondary kill would be on the Mercy. 1 and 2 in that order, and then you can go after the ground crew like the Hanzo and the Ana. And that's one other thing here. When you're repositioning, you can start on this high ground here and then go over and try and challenge this Pharah, and then you can use your concussion blast on the tower too to reposition from weird like off angles and then try and fly above her and get her at a point blank position. Good res. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see pressure on their Pharah. Keep at it. Keep killing her. Wow, what a kill on the Hanzo. He was standing here. Wow. Fire strike and a right click.
وريهم قوتك.
No, 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 stop shooting the ground. Stop shooting the ground, crew. No, don't do that. Get on this Farah because she's trying to kill you. How to tell when a Farah has barrage. When she starts shooting the backline and ignores the other Farah, or kills the other Farah and then hovers silently over the rooftops to try and sneak into the backline. One or the other.
وريهم огонь по готовности.
Amazing that Reinhardt's still alive. Yeah, stuff like that. The rooftop and then drop down and barrage on you from behind.
وريهم قوتك.
Nice. Got her before she could. Good shatter. And that's when everything came together.
وريهم قوتك.
But that really started by the kill on the Farah. And then a great shatter follow-up. Good. You identify the enemy Hanzo and you're going to go after him. Go up here and then do the little Hanzo duel. It's so entertaining when I see Hanzo duels, or DPS duels in general. It's nice.
It's high noon.
What a shot.
Helden sterben nicht. Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Het universum zingt voor mij.
وريهم قوتك. وريهم قوتك.
Good counter, Nano. Keeping Waffle alive through that was just incredible. Yes, push forward and get more spam damage in on them. build more ultimates, use your sightlines.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht
Огонь по готовности. 60 seconds.
Yeah, this was just really unfortunate because it was such a great grab.
Kampf ist noch nicht
Огонь по готовности.
Getting 4 in there.
60 seconds.
But good follow-up with the shatter. Just again, communicating with your team, letting them know that you're going to use Grav this fight and look for an opportunity so that they can use that opportunity to follow up on your Grav right here with the dragon a little bit earlier and get into a closer position so that they can get immediate damage follow-up on the Grav.
Огонь по готовности. 60 seconds.
That way, like, Waffle didn't have to play like so passive there, you know, give him an opportunity to get the fire strike and then the charge in, follow up immediately.
Helden sterben nicht.
Alright, good kill on that Mercy.
The payload has reached the chamber.
Alright, you swap back to Ball to get back faster, and then you're just going to go in, swap back to Reinhardt, charge across the bridge, you'll be back in no time at all. And they're still running the double shield May, pretty effective here on third. And now your win condition, they don't have defensive ultimates, so your win condition would be Grab Dragon and the follow-up from like the Amp Field and the Nano as well. So you just want to build up those 3 ultimates as quickly as possible. Yeah, Blizzard's going to catch your group composition every time. You don't really have anything to eat it, and that's fine, but just because you were all sticking together like you should have. Yes, we know you should have jumped off and reset, but still, it's hilarious that he can't actually reach you, so that the Hanzo had to climb up here and then headshot you. Like, really? Anyway, skipping ahead.
وريهم قوتك.
Sing for mine!
Sail the Mahal. وريهم قوتك.
Cannot be stopped!
how did this break down here? Okay. Did nobody hear the shots from the Hanzo here? Like to call out, you know, Hanzo behind, Hanzo on the right side or whatever? Because he did kill, yeah, he did kill Red. Yeah, because you didn't react until he shot the Dragon Strike, so Red, did you just not call out Hanzo on the right or Hanzo behind you, like, you know, Hanzo in your dead corpse so that everybody can turn over here and kill him, get him out of the picture, and then it'd be a 5v5 again.
It cannot be stopped.
Yeah, perhaps lack of communication and the Hanzo hitting some shots there.
Victory.
Alright. Yeah, let's watch that again. How long was he here?
Seconds remaining.
Okay, so he goes onto the right side, gets a kill through main, gets a kill through here, and then he walks up here and sits and camps on the upper right hand corner. So you guys just didn't see him, yeah, you guys just didn't see him vacate this location when he was firing through main, got a kill and then fired through here, and then you didn't notice that he just walked up here. It's a good nano on the waffle. That is unfortunate right there. Oh, so you get caught in the flux, Protozilla, you don't have personal barrier, and then you try and get back over to the Mega to get health, but you don't make it. So if you live through that, then you would have had a much better chance of building up the Grav Dragon, because you had almost 30 seconds to do so.
It cannot be stopped.
Yeah, a lot of that had to do with, I'm assuming communication there and identifying where the Hanzo was located, because it seems that the squad lost track of where he was, so yeah, keep in mind like where the positions of the enemy team are, or at least educated guess of where they would be, so you can watch for those flanks and whatnot. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all that I have to say for this one. I feel like it was just like a couple things where you guys were just caught off guard. Getting used to a new sort of team composition, callouts for combining ultimates, communication of when the ultimates are going to be used, which team fight, and whatnot, and determining how to deal with the Symmetra teleporter when you're on defense, and where to stand, and how to take care of this and this, because double shield, and then you have a wall on top of that to divide even more. So it can be an effective group composition, but I feel like what you guys were running was pretty good match. Just a couple things. I mean, the walls weren't great for the Mei. Like, it would have been more of a nightmare if they landed really precise walls to cut off and take advantage of corners and flanks and choke points and whatnot, but they didn't really do that much, so that is just one thing to be prepared for in the future. I feel like as a team we've been struggling to adapt to teleporter compositions with the double shield, perhaps a flanking bastion, or teleporter Mei onto point, something like that. So I think the more that we see that with these teams, the better we will to be prepared and adjust for it mid-fight, and center strategies more on like an opening cheese composition to deal with such, rather than a like a pretty standard or normalized group composition, like with what these guys were using here. That's pretty standard. Either double shield or Rein Zarya. Mei is great in here. Hanzo's great in here. Reaper's good. McCree, stuff like that. Ana Moira. Lucio Ana. Lucio Moira. Brig gets used a lot in this third point. So, yes. Well, I'll see what we can talk about on the next scrim. So thank you again for joining me for this one. And I'll see you guys on VOD review number 9.